Yeah, I like that. I don't think you can do anything today without technology. It's it's from ordering your groceries to turning on whatever, entertainment that you wanna watch to anything that sits on your desktop. But I think that connection between how technology is really enabling and frankly solving problems I think we couldn't think about even solving before is really interesting. But then, of course, bringing it back to what's the value to the user and the consumer and the business.
Exactly, exactly. In fact, if you think about it, in our industry, the people who need the most help get the least help because the only way to solve for that is using technology, where you can bring down the cost of serving them. Is how we think about it as a company. I personally, and that's my conviction as well, that that's the only way to solve for challenges in the industry.
I like that. That's a great place to jump off. Could you kinda help ground the listener in how does congruent create value and what is its place in the DC retirement plan ecosystem?
Sure, sure. Congruent has been around about 20 years, right? We've been creating value specifically in the TPA and the record keeper space. I would call our first evolution of the company was all around compliance services. The second evolution is the modular technology. We're going to deep dive into that today. And the third evolution is, we're fashioning ourselves to be the retirement orchestration platform that's going to connect the different parts of the system. The way we add value is for a record keeper, it's really bringing modern solutions that will make their life easy so they can engage with a sponsor or a participant in a better way. For TPAs, it is, all the challenges they go through, whether it's compliance and administration and data related issues, so solving for those. And not just those two, there are other ecosystem players in the retirement space, whether it's advisors, benefit brokers, even lifetime income providers, and all of them are looking for connectivity and ease of use, which is where our technology stack plays a significant role.
You used a phrase that I would really like to dig into a little bit deeper, which is an orchestrating platform. Can you talk a little bit about that? And then ultimately, maybe some examples about how that plugs in to help, record keepers and TPAs?
Yeah, I think the best way to think about it is, if you rewind the clock, all of us who have been in the industry 10, 20, 30 years, everything was a monolithic way to record keeping, right? The record keeping came with everything else. And even if I take your own retire tech map, the first inaugural edition came last year, and I'm hopefully one more comes this year. And if you look at the number of players that are popped up in each of these, well, all of them are adding value in a particular value chain within retirement, either on the advice side, portability side, or plan conversions, plan onboarding, record keeping, managed accounts. All of these are significant amount of players, and what is really needed is somebody needs to tie all of this together and still be a system of record. And that is where I see an evolution of record keeping platforms becoming more and more the infrastructure layer, connecting all of these things using APIs and all the different technology nuances. But eventually, for the end user, it shouldn't feel like there are 50 things in that box. It should feel like seamless. And that's what I kind of call that as an orchestration platform, that are evolving. And if I even take your own retire tech map, I could really see some players becoming that orchestrators, some will play value added players, and others will be at the experience layer.